What's up, guys? This video is going to be a celebration of some of the hardest working products out there, specifically eye products that are formulated or designed to do multiple different things, where essentially you could get multiple different looks using just one product. Like literally with each product I'm about to talk about, you can get at least 3 looks using just one product, and if you mix and match it with things you got going on in your own collection, the possibilities are endless, really. So whether you're on the hunt for one new product that can do a ton in your daily routine, or if you just want some up-close goodness for some inspiration to use what you already have, you're gonna get it all here today. So let's go ahead and get started. First, let's start with what I am wearing today, the Huda Beauty Matte and Metal Melted Shadows. On one end, you have a matte cream shadow. On the other end, you have a shimmery cream shadow. If you layer it up, it can become super metallic, but if you sheer it out, it can be a little bit more on the sparkly side of things, like I have on my eyes today. Now, when I first reviewed these on the channel, I actually shared how to use them in 5 different ways. Like, one of these you could wear in 5 different ways across your eyes, so a ton of look possibilities there. But if you break it down even further, you can use any of the matte shades as an eyeshadow base for all of your other eyeshadows that you have in your collection. And even though I have relatively muted shades in my collection, it's because I bought these when there were like 4 shades available, and since then there are a ton of fun, like a hot chartreuse, a periwinkle. There are so many fun shades in here that you could use as a colorful base to your eyeshadows. And alternatively, you can use the metallic shades as transformers over any eyeshadow you have in your collection. So when you really think about it in that way, you could pick up one of these products and have like not infinite, but seemingly infinite possibilities, you know? Now, my next pick is actually very similar to those Huda Beauty shadows, but they are from the drugstore and they offer you a different selection of finishes. They are the Revlon Eye Art, Photo Ready Eye Art Lid, Line, and Lash. And you can see, I have collected many shades over the course of the years. I started out with 2 or 3, probably like 4 years ago is when I initially reviewed these. Has to be even more than that, actually. I'll link to that review if you want to go check them out, but I still have those colors. I should probably get rid of them, but since then they have kept those and added way more shades, which makes sense because they're phenomenal. On one end, rather than having a matte and a shimmer or a metallic like you do with the Huda Beauty, you have a metallic and a glitter with these. So if you want the matte, I think you're going to have to go with the Huda Beauty, but if you're into a little bit of shimmer, and I think the metallic shades can really be sheared out so you get the pigment without a ton of high shine metallic if you're not totally comfortable with that finish, but the metallic sides are absolutely gorgeous. Again, you can use those as bases, either wear them alone under the glitter that comes with them or as a base to any other shadow you have in your collection. And similarly, you can use the glitters on top, and these are super fun for doing a light glitter line across your eyelid because they do actually have a pointed liner tip. So you can apply them precisely if you want to apply them to your lash line, into your crease, or you can go in broadly and apply these glitters all over your lid and use them to transform not just the metallic shade that comes with them, but any other shadow you might have in your collection. So these are a really fun pick from the drugstore. Actually, the rest of my picks are also from the drugstore. Next up is from Rimmel, and these are so underrated. Like, I still don't understand why they haven't gotten the attention they deserve. I initially got these a year ago. Again, could link the review if you want to watch it, but they are called the Wonder Swipe 2-in-1 Liner to Shadow, and the premise behind these is that they come with this liner applicator, so you can use them either precisely as a line or dab them on your eye or to a brush or something and apply them directly to the lid and shear them out more, build them up. In the case of the shade that I have here, which is my favorite of the 2 in case you're curious, this shade is actually unknown, but basically it is an iridescent white with a beautiful blue and purple shift to it. So it not only looks like a pretty white as you layer it up as an eyeliner, but when you blend it out over shadows, it's this incredible transformer shade that, again, you can either build up to more opacity and pigmentation or sheer it out and it makes any shadow you put it over top of incredibly shifty. Then the other shade I have is more of a green. Again, no idea what the shade name is here, but it is a metallic green that you can wear as a beautiful ultra rich green liner, sheer it out for a soft wash of color across the lid, and of course course use it to transform any other shadow you have in your collection. And my last pick are these duo metallic shadows from a brand called Koki. A while back they sent me maybe every shade in this collection, and basically they are a cream shadow up top. The lid flips up like this. You can see a cream shadow inside here. You can use that as your primer all over your lid or just wear it alone. Absolutely beautiful shades. They have quite a few different colors as well as more neutrals like this one I'm holding here, which is called Haze. But then you flip up the bottom, or the bottom container, and then you see you get a pigment. And what I really like about these is they made the sifter easy to remove. So you have a sifter in there in case you don't want the overwhelm of product, but if you do just want to dip your brush straight in there so you can really pack on or grab that pigment, you can, and they make it easy for you to do that. But you have this pigment under here. Again, you can layer it over top of this shadow. You can wear it alone. You can wear it as a topper with all of the other shadows in your collection. But between having the two of these, you have some options. Now, I will say this is probably the least versatile of all the products that I have to share today, just because the two shadows are the same. Both the cream and the shimmer are the same shade across all of the duos they have. It might have been nice to see some different combinations, maybe a solid base with a shifty shadow over top, so you get a little bit more dimension and transformation. On the other hand, if you're just looking for something simple, something a little bit new you can add to your collection, it can also be used in conjunction with everything else you have, but you're not looking for something like super dramatic and over the top, these are really nice. They give you either a soft metallic finish if you're just using the cream, or a full-on hyper shiny version of that shade if you layer the pigment over top. But these are the products of all of my picks that I would say offer you the most subtle effect and transformation. And of course, I do want to mention, I can't find them because I think they were so old I got rid of them, but I believe I had one of these from Melt Cosmetics, very similar, where the one I had was green and you had a little green cream on the top and then a green pigment down below. Very similar situation. I really liked that one, but again, because I had that cream up there and I'd had it for so long, I think I either tossed it or gave it to someone. And similarly with Tom Ford. Tom Ford has a one where in the bottom, they have a mousse, a beautiful metallic mousse, and in the top, they have a pressed shadow that you can layer over top. That does give you a little bit more versatility because you have a metallic cream in the bottom that you can use as a nice tacky base for anything else in your collection. And then over top, you can really amp up the sparkle and the shine and shimmer with that pressed shadow on top. So that's another really fun one too. But again, I've had that for at least like 3 or 4 years, so that went out the door because it's a cream product, you know? And now it's time for you guys to share your favorite do-it-all products. Or otherwise, if you have some interesting picks, let us know down in the comments below. And if you want to see any of the video reviews that I mentioned of the products in this video, click one of these boxes. They'll be right here, or the links in the description below. Besides that, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye, guys.